Hello and welcome my dear students. I am Rohan sir from Mehdi English Medium School. I welcome my all dear second standard little champs once again in English lecture. My dear little champs, I hope that you all have appeared for the test FA1 exam and that you have appeared for all the answers, you have tried to attend all the answers. Yes, I have got your papers with me. I am working on it. Sooner or later, you are going to get your result for the same. Now, few students were having some queries in some answers. There were two types of queries. One query was external and one query was internal. What was external query was already solved, such as, "Sir, I am not able to submit my paper." Or say for an example, "Sir, I am not able to click on the answer column." These all real-time queries were solved on that spot. Some were having the network issue, some were not having the mobile phone, and that is why the time limit was for 12 to 16 hours for you to submit the papers. So on the next day we just turned off the submission, because generally when you write the exam you write on the spot, but still we kept the time till 12 o'clock till night for you to submit the paper. So I hope that almost 90-95% of students have submitted the paper. That shows that they are watching the lecture, they are watching the video, and even they are scoring very good marks, and that shows their interest in the study. So I first of all want to appreciate those students. So now that you have appeared for the exam, let's check your answers. Yes, but before I start anything, before I tell you what is the objective of today's lecture, I hope that you are sitting with your rough notebooks, with your pencils and earphones or whatever you need to watch the lecture properly. Now let's see what are we going to do today. So today, first of all, what are we going to do is solutions of FA1 paper, that is lesson 1 and lesson 2, which were there in your portion for FA1. Later on, what are we going to do is revision objectives of lesson number 3. Yes, now you know that as we have finished with lesson 1 and 2 in our FA1, now we have to even prepare for FA2 whenever it will be, but we have to prepare beforehand so that at the time of exam you don't have to be in a hodgepodge or you don't have to be in a haste. You can easily appear for it. So I thought that let's start the revision of lesson 3 and 4, and then necessarily we will even start the new chapter. But now to bring your train on the track, first we are going to solve the paper of FA1. Yes, I have brought few PDF screenshots of question paper as well, so that you will be familiar with it because you have appeared for that. So you have to do nothing for FA1 paper, you just have to fold your hands, sit quietly, but when we start revision of lesson 3 you have to write and you have to speak as well. So whenever I ask you to speak here, to repeat after me in FA1 paper answers, please do that, but don't touch the pencil till we are doing solutions, so as to make you rest. I hope you all are ready. Your eyes are there on the screen, your concentration is all here on the screen. So let us begin. Now section 1 here starts with the introduction of school standard paper subject marks. So school Mehdi English Medium School, obviously standard is 2nd, subject English, marks 20. So in all the test, the exam FA1 was of 20 marks. So what are you supposed to do is, here on the first page you had to fill your details. I just kept 2 lines for details. One is for the name, another is for the roll number. Now this thing is already gone, but still just to draw your attention towards here, so for the next time you be prepared, is that when there is an asterisk mark here, there is a red color mark here, that means you have to fill that. Unless you don't fill, you are not allowed to move to the next page or to submit the test. This red color asterisk shows the mandatory mark. That means this is compulsorily have to be filled by the students. So you had to write your name, and I hope that you have written your name, your surname as well, because this is very much common, and then your roll number, which is already given in your groups. So this much is very much clear, because many were having doubts, many were calling me up that Rohan sir, we are not able to submit our paper. That was because you had not filled this 2 lines which were very compulsory, and then anyhow we brought the solution. Now that this is done, moving on to section 2, where the original test commences, means starts from. Here MCQ were of 5 marks, obviously 5 MCQs. So the first question is, the man and the woman are blessed with a dash. Obviously this is from lesson number 1, 1-inch warrior. So their couple, that means a man and a woman, were blessed with a, now you have to complete this. Options were tiny baby, magical ball, or magical spell. What were they blessed with? Answer is very clear, tiny baby, who was obviously 1-inch warrior, who was of only 1 inch. That is why tiny baby is the correct answer. Number 2 was, Ishubosi used his tiny sword to what? Now here full questions may not be displayed because I have just taken the PDF, but you know what the questions are because you already appeared for the same. So Ishubosi used his tiny sword to what? Reasons are written here: to attack the princess, to poke the giant, or to kill the animals. For what did the Ishubosi use his tiny sword? So the answer is poke the giant. You know that giant gobbled Ishubosi inside his mouth, and anyhow to get away from the trap, he started poking giant from inside the mouth with his tiny sword. So poke the giant is the correct option here. Now those who have written these 2 answers, congratulations, you have got 2 marks. Number 3, Ishubosi's mother gifted him or gave him dash, a sword, clothes, or a boat. So now if you know that Ishubosi's father gave him what, you should even know what did his mother give him. Let's see what the correct answer is. Correct answer is a boat, because you know his father gave him a sword which was made up of sewing needle. Correct? So sword is obviously not an option. Clothes are nowhere mentioned in the story, so a boat is the correct answer. Question 4 was, Ishubosi became a well-known ... What he became in the climax, like in the end of the story? Did he become samurai, or he become an artist, or he became athlete? So let's see what the correct answer is. He became a well-known samurai. Samurai means a Japanese warrior in the olden times were known as samurai. Great. So if you have written these 2 answers, you have got 2 more marks. Congratulations to you all. Now moving on to the last one, MCQ, 5th one. Ishubosi and princess met the giant on their way to Dashk. Means Ishubosi and princess met giant when they were going to where? Temple, forest, or market? Those who haven't read the story properly or haven't watched my explanation video, they might be puzzled because in the picture it seems like a forest. Many have done that. Many have marked that word forest. Let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is temple, because Princess Sanjo had a habit of worshipping God, daily visiting temple. So temple is the correct answer. Now those who have written this, congratulations, one more mark. And congratulations to those who have written all the 5 answers correct. Next question is question 2, true or false, which were of 4 marks, that means 4 questions. The boy was named Ishuwasi. This is the first option. Is it true or false? Again, this is related to number 1, lesson number 1. So was that tiny boy named Ishuwasi? So answer is true. Yes, obviously Ishuwasi was the only name of that boy. Next question is, Ishuwasi wished to go to the city to play. Did he wish to go to city to play? Okay, first half part is correct. He wanted to go to the city. Now to play or to any other thing. If he wanted to go to play, this is true, or else it is false. Let's see what the correct answer is. Correct answer is false. He wanted to go to city to work. So this statement is false. Those who have written these 2 answers correct, congratulations. Next, number 3 and 4. Number 3 is, Lord Sanjo had a beautiful house. Did he? Let's see. Exactly, true. He had a beautiful house and a beautiful daughter too. Now, number 4, Ishuwasi fought with giant. Now what do you think? He fought with a giant? Yes, obviously. So this statement is true too. Now those who have again written these 2 answers correct, congratulations to you too. Students, quickly moving on to question number 3, which was fill in the blanks of only 3 marks. That means only 3 blanks were there, as you can see on your screens. I have taken the paper only here live. So here in the question 3, students, 3 blanks are there, each of 1 marks. Obviously it is not to be written. Now some of them were not able to write this. Why? Because they were trying to click on these blanks. Now please make sure next time, this time I have solved the queries, please make sure next time this is the printed question, typed question. You are not able to touch this because it is written by me, but short answer text. So this is the place where you click and you will get the keypad to write the answer. Why I am saying this? Because next time for those who were facing the query, it is solved now all over by all the students. So these are the 3 places where you are supposed to write the answers if this space is given, whether it is for the meaning, FB or anything. Anyways, so Ishuwasi sailed in a dash ball. Second question is, Ishuwasi and Princess dash were. So here, though the question is half, but princess dash Kaur means you have to write the name of the princess. So here 2 blanks answer I am going to display at once. Here the answers are, first one is soup, second one is Sanjo. So Ishuwasi sailed in a soup bowl. Correct? Someone has written boat as the answer. Yes, but that is incorrect answer because blank bowl. Now you cannot write boat bowl. Correct? It is a soup bowl which was used as a boat. So I cannot even give half a marks if you have written boat. It has to be soup only. Yeah. Next one is Sanjo. Ishuwasi and Princess Sanjo were going to the temple. So this answer is Sanjo, and make sure you have, I will even check whether you have written S capital or not, because Sanjo is a proper noun, it should be capital. Third blank is, the giant had a magical desk. Now here the options are not given, so many have kept it blank. Even after requesting 100 times that please don't keep it blank, write whatever you remember. May your answer become right and you will get 1 mark more, God knows. So those who have left empty, my request is that to you all, please next time make sure you at least try to give the answer. Anyways, the correct answer here is hammer. So the giant had a magical hammer. with the help of which again Ishibashi grew his height. So with this, FB section was over, and those who have written these three answers correct, congratulations. Those who have not written, it's okay, ups and downs are there in the life, it happens. So next time please take care of this and make sure you prepare well. Coming on to question 3b, these are the meanings. You are supposed to write the meanings, correct, which were again of 3 marks, 3 meanings. Questions are stew, pelican, pleased. Again, you are not supposed to write answers here. You will not be allowed to click here. There is no option there, but you are supposed to write it here in the space. Yes, almost all have done that. Now let's see the answer for first 2 questions. First is stew. That is a name of a dish. Meaning is a name of dish, because obviously stew is a name of dish. Second is pelican, name of a large bird. These two are the answers for first 2 meanings. Meanings means whatever it is written there in the box, that is the meaning of it. Stew means nothing but it is a name of dish, and pelican means nothing but it is a name of a large bird. Many have written name of a bird. Okay, this time I'll correct it. May I cut the half mark or may not, depends on your paper, but name of a large bird is the original meaning. Next one is pleased. The meaning of it is happy. Okay, if you written all these correct, all these 3 things, you will get 3 marks. Now moving on to rhyming words. 2 words are there, boo and cats. Without wasting the time, let's display the answer. Boo will be zoo, cats will be hats. I have clearly said while the revision was going on that you have to select the rhyming words from the poem itself. Yes, many have written the other rhyming words, but if it is correct, I will not cut your mark, don't worry. So moving on to question number 5. Question and answers short. Now question 1. Which animal you never see in the land of Bumblebee? Now my dear students, here I have clearly said answer in 1 word. So you don't have to write full sentence like XYZ animal you never see in the land of Bumblebee. No. Full sentence you are not supposed to write. That is why clearly I have written after the question answer in 1 word. That is, only the name of animal should be mentioned. That is for your betterment, that is for your convenience, because sufficient space was not there. So let's see what the answer is. Answer is no. GNU, no. Then the next question is name of the poet of the poem The Land of Bumblebee. Again answer in 1 word. That doesn't mean that you don't have to write the full name. Here answer in 1 word means just write the name, that's it. So let's see what the answer is. Answer is Spike Milligan. Here again I will take out the grammatical mistakes. If S is not capital or if M is not capital, I will deduct your marks, because I have already informed you regarding the capitalization and the grammatical mistakes you may or may not make in the answers. So for those who have written these answers properly, precisely, congratulations in advance. Now paper solution is over. I hope that you interestingly saw the lecture first half part. Now we are going to commence with lesson 3 revision. Take your pencil in your hand, give the heading in your rough book, new page, lesson 3 revision. Please give the heading lesson 3 revision. So now after you have given the heading lesson 3 revision, in the next line or after leaving 1 line below that, give the heading fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. The spelling is already written on your screens. Fill in the blanks. First we are going to revise that, because fill in the blanks, the questions are already there in your textbook. even if you want to write the answer in your textbook, you can write it down, because you have to just write the answers. I repeat, my dear students, you just have to write the answers. So even if you want to write it down in your textbook, you can write it down, because questions are already there in your textbook. And if you want to write it down just in your rough book, you can just write answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, and likewise. So now that I hope that you have given the heading, let's get started. You have to write the answers, you have to repeat the blanks one time after me. And I hope that you all are ready with the heading of revision lesson 3 and fill in the blanks. Do not forget to write today's date. Okay. Now first question is here in front of you on your screens. Every morning Jack carried the milk to the desk to sell. Jack and the Beanstalk, you know this is the lesson. So every morning Jack carried the milk to the desk to sell. Let's see what the answer is. Just write the answer after I display it. Don't write it before me. Correct answer is market. Correct answer is market. Please write down answer 1, market. Or if you are writing in your textbook, this type of question is already there, so you can write in this empty space in your textbook. Now that if you have written, please repeat the blanks once after me and loudly. Every morning Jack carried the milk to the market to sell. So you know the story. Jack daily carried the milk just to earn the money. He carried it to the market to sell it, and then he can earn the money and can bring the food for his and his mother's survival. This is clear. Moving on to second one. The old man gave bean dash to Jack for his cow. Now you know that Jack, when he was going to market to sell the cow, at once he met an old man. He wanted to buy his cow, but in exchange he did not give the money. What did he give to Jack? Please write the answer, answer 2. Answer 2 is seeds. SWDS, seeds. So if you have written this, please repeat after me. The old man gave bean seeds to Jack for his cow. I hope that you have repeated and loudly, clearly after me. Now students, you know the story. In the exchange of cow, old man gave 5 bean seeds. 5 is not mentioned here, number of seeds are not mentioned here. This is just for your knowledge. The old man gave 5 bean seeds in the exchange of cow to a little boy Jack. Now moving on to third one. Jack jumped on the desk and climbed it to reach the sky. Please write answer 3. Jack jumped on the desk and climbed it to reach the sky. Please write the answer from the screen. Answer is beanstalk. Please repeat the spelling first of all. BEANSTALK, beanstalk. Now that if you have written the answer, please repeat these blanks after me. Jack jumped on the beanstalk and climbed it to reach the sky. Clear enough? I hope you don't have any doubt, because you know that through that bean seeds, beanstalk grew. Accidentally it grew when his mother threw it out of the window, and then it grew. Its height was almost, it penetrated the clouds and reached to the sky. So it was beanstalk. Moving on to fourth one. Here the 2 blanks are there. So let me read the question. The giant's wife gave Jack dash and dash for breakfast or breakfast. The giant's wife gave Jack dash and dash for breakfast or breakfast. Let's see the answer. Be ready to write the answer from the screen. Just write the answer 4. Answer is milk and cheese. Milk and cheese. So, you know that for the first time when the Jack went to the giant's house, his wife was there on the doorstep standing. She brought the Jack in when the Jack insisted a lot to come in and to get the breakfast. And for the breakfast, giant's wife was having nothing but milk and cheese, which she served to Jack for the first time. So, milk and cheese. Now, please repeat after me one time. Answer. The giant's wife gave Jack milk and cheese for breakfast. Clear enough? I hope that this answer is very much clear in your mind. Next one is, when the giant said lay, the hen laid dash egg. Question is very simple. When the giant said lay, the hen laid dash egg. So please write the answer. Answer number 5, golden, because the egg is already written. So if you have written just the answer which was only of one word, please repeat it after me. When the giant said lay, the hen laid golden egg. Clear enough? Now moving on to revision of meanings. Quickly give the heading meanings. Quickly give the heading meanings. Now please write just the answer, because questions are again there in your fair book as well as in your textbook. Question 1, overnight. You can see on the screen and then you can write the answer if you want. Just the thing is, you have to repeat after me properly. Overnight is the question. Answer is for one night. Now please repeat this twice after me. Overnight. Answer for one night. Let us repeat one more time. Overnight. For one night. Moving on to second one. Sprung. Please write the answer as soon as you see on the screen. Answer 2. Question is sprung. Answer grew. G-R-E-W. Grew. Please repeat after me twice. Sprung. Answer grew. Let us repeat it one more time. Sprung. Grew. Clear enough? Moving on to the next one. Tremble. Please write the answer. Tremble. Answer is shake. Okay, please repeat after me twice. Tremble. Shake. S-H-A-K-E. Shake. One more time. Tremble. Answer is shake. Number 4. Delighted. Delighted. Please write the answer. Very happy. Please write the answer. Very happy. Also repeat after me while you are writing answer 4. Please repeat it clearer and louder. Delighted. Answer very happy. So when you say I am very happy, don't say I am very happy, say I am delighted. Try to use high level vocabulary. It will happen if you learn the meaning thoroughly. So you will be able to speak English as Rohan sir does. Thanks for watching the lecture, students. This was the end of our today's lecture. I hope you enjoyed. As you saw the answers for your paper, and we have started the revision. Now next lectures will be of revision of lesson 3 and 4, and then we will solve few worksheets and even I'll prepare the test for you. So I hope you enjoyed today's lecture. You have written everything, you repeated after me. Thanks for that, and be ready with your book and pencil in the next lecture. Till then, stay safe. Goodbye.